a little while since I posted something, but I thought I'd just, Easter's coming up. I got to make some Easter eggs. Heard there's an Easter egg contest, so got to get in that business. But yeah, so I got a couple eggs, real eggs. These are real eggs, people, real eggs, but they're hollow. And yeah, I hollowed them out myself. These are some real eggy weggies. This is the color that they actually came in. I buy those organic ones. I had a little bit of trouble with this one, you can see. But that's not a problem. I mean, just nothing a little glue can't fix. But this one looks like the nicer of the two, least damaged anyway. The idea, what is the idea? The idea is to, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because I've never done it before. But what I'm going to try to do is the concept is we're going to paint a little woodland scene on this egg all the way around, but half of it is going to be dawn or daylight, and then the other half on the other side is going to be nighttime. So nighttime and daytime. And then, because I want to make it super duper special, otherwise why hollow it out? By the way, we'll talk about how I hollowed it out in a second. Super easy. I didn't invent the technique. You go anywhere online and find it. But you just got to be careful. But what am I going to do? The whole point of this is to paint it up. And then this little hole right here is going to have a little LED inside it. Little LED light emitting diode. And then we're going to stick that little light emitting diode right in there. And then probably, not this, but we'll probably put it on some kind of little base of some sort. And a little battery, usually a little watch battery of some kind. And wire up that LED like that. And it's just going to sit like this, and then it'll light up the egg. I did test to see if this was translucent. You can hear it. Let's try not to crack it. I did test to see if this was translucent enough to shine light through it. Unfortunately, while it does, you can kind of, you see the glow if you turn off the lights. It's really not enough to give the impression that it's very bright. So we're going to mess with that too. But yeah, so what I'm going to end up doing is painting it with some acrylic paint in a matte color, all matte colors. And then once we've painted it, I'm going to take a little Dremel type tool and I'm going to drill little tiny holes in it very carefully and hopefully not completely destroy the egg. Yeah, like I kind of did there. This should be easy enough to fix. I could probably, well, I don't know. Maybe, yeah. No, should be good. Should be good. I think you can see there's little bits of shell there. I might be able to close it up and then maybe smooth it out just a little bit. Looks a little bit rough. Came out a little bit rough from wherever it came from. I wonder where it came from. Chicken butt. Yeah, so the egg is going to be painted. It's going to have little holes drilled in it. And so at night, we're going to drill little tiny holes to make it look like stars. And maybe a moon. I don't know. And then flip. On the other side, we're going to drill out a little hole for the sun. And maybe like, if I'm feeling lucky, some little rays coming through, like little sunshine rays. And then the LED will go bling, bling, bling. And, oh, it'll look really cool. That's really cool, Mr. Bots2Beasts. Oh, how'd you make that egg? It's like that. Well, I really went and I painted it. Yeah, so it's going to be something like that. So, probably want to separate this thing. Oh, how did I do this? It's actually super easy. I didn't have anything handy. I was kind of like, yeah, let's just stick some holes in these eggs and see what happens. For those interested, I did eat the contents of the egg. I did not waste the contents of the egg. I took the contents of said egg 1 and egg 2 and mixed them together into a delicious chorizo and egg Asiago cheese bagel and smoked Gouda sandwich. It was delicious. And there was turkey and some other stuff. Anyway, point is, I don't like to waste stuff. But what I did is I took a meat thermometer because I didn't have anything sharp laying around. I was in the kitchen, well, knives, but I wasn't about to go jab a knife in there. I just wanted a little bitty hole. So the meat thermometer I was like, that's thin enough. It's got a little pointy end. So I kind of went and just very carefully held it like this and just went boop. And then a little hole poked in. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just flipped it around and nothing came out. I guess there was enough viscosity in the egg. And then I took the meat thermometer on the other side, went, and then the hole's there. And then I just went, put it up to my mouth like this, went, you can see the hole all the way through there. And all the gooey egg business came out of this side right here and went into like a little cup that I had waiting there. And, I took the meat thermometer and kind of smushed it around a little bit. It's a little bit bigger than it should be. I don't know, mix and match contents out. But yeah, I just blew on it like I blow on a straw. And all the egg poo came out like that into a cup. And I mixed that up and I ate it. Cooked it first. No salmonella for you. Or is it salmonella? I don't know. Anyway, look it up, kids. E. coli. No, one of those. It's bad. Don't do it. Don't eat raw egg. Got it under my faucet and I rinsed it. And I got all the business out of there. You can see there's no business inside it now. On either side. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, it's kind of amazing, really. And let it dry overnight, and that's how I got this here egg here with the hole in it with nothing inside. So that's how you do it. That's how I did it anyway. I'm gonna use this right here, this raw her. Let me put the stuff around. Some harmless harvest. I think that was coconut water. All right. So now I got the egg. I'm gonna put this little guy in here. Maybe that's probably maybe I need something thinner. Maybe something thinner. We'll worry about it later. This is probably gonna be like a 2 or 3 part video anyway, since I'm live. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a little line here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And all I'm doing is I'm kind of separating out what I think is roughly half of the egg. Because I want to have a two-sided kind of painting. And then I'm gonna blend it in the middle a little bit. And I'll show you how I do that. I'm gonna cheat. I'm not gonna use any super cool blending painting techniques. Since it's a woodland scene, I'm literally just gonna put like a tree there or a mountain or something to kind of. But so far, it seems to be taking the pencil lines pretty decently. So, and I might end up just painting this like putting some primer paint. But it's got a pretty nice texture on it. I don't think there's going to be any problem with the paint to the egg. Although, like I said, I do want maybe sand this kind of business down, just kind of get smooth. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so there we go. And then since this is I kind of want to use the thicker part as the base. And when I see the base, I mean more like the ground area of the egg or of the artwork. So I'm just kind of not quite even. That's all right. Nobody's testing you here. You can do whatever you want. There's no uneven line police here to tell you, hey, buddy, line uneven, don't do it. Let's see. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. Hey, I'm gonna say that's good enough. Let me see here. Probably would have been an easier way to do it. You know what would have been the easier way? I'm going to show you the easier way. We're going to take this little hard drive here. I could have just done this. Let's do it with this one here. With this crickety crackety egg. I don't know what happened there. I think somebody, you know what? I left these on the counter. I'll bet you anything, someone who lives in this house, not going to say who, someone dropped one of my eggs and then quickly picked up the egg. But anyway, you can just put this here and try to keep the egg in the same orientation, relatively level. Oops. Bet you this is a lot easier with a hard-boiled egg. Why would I say that? I don't know. I'm going to say because a hard-boiled egg, when it's hard, and you can do it with this one, but you can spin it like that. By the way, if you're ever, and this is a cool trick, I'm sure most of you grown-ups know this, but hey, I've met grown-ups that don't. So if you ever grab an egg and you're not sure if it's hard-boiled or not, take the egg and give it a spin. And if it spins, precariously like that, then it is hard-boiled. If it goes like, you try to spin it and it just keeps falling over, like that, that's because the inside is still liquid and the heavier part of the yolk or the liquid is swishing around, so it's not allowing it to maintain a nice steady spin. Whereas with the solid egg, since it's solid, you can spin it no problem. This one spins because there's nothing liquid inside it. If I were to fill this with liquid, every time I spun it, the liquid would shift to one side and it would just flop over like that. So that's how you know if it's hard-boiled. If it spins, it's hard-boiled or hollow like this. And if it doesn't spin, it's fresh egg. Don't crack it on somebody's head or try to eat it like a hard-boiled egg because it will be uncomfortably messy. My little rotation technique, and maybe it's just because I'm pretty used to drawing straight lines, but let's be honest, these aren't super straight. Did an okay job. All right, so we're going to put that one aside. So now we got our kind of like we'll call this our horizon line or our ground line. And then I'm going to put some I don't know, we'll put some little trees. I wanted to put some trees. I don't know if I want to put mountains. Maybe we'll look at it. Let's do some little mountains. We'll do little mountains. And then I'll put a little tree here in the foreground. Or you know what? I don't know if I want to do that kind of tree. Let's do one of these little trees, just like a little tree like this. And then I can paint little leaves on it later. So I'll do a little separating line. And then, I don't know, I'll put some other little trees in here for now. And, let's put a little lake or something here. Little tree. We'll put different kinds of trees. We'll put some of those. I know you guys are wanting some pine trees in here somewhere, so we'll put little pine trees in there. And then a little clearing. And maybe maybe some little mountains. Happy little trees. I did not invent that. Don't sue me. Okay, there we go. We'll make this one of them funky little pine trees. That looks like a giant feather. All right. So there's our first side. And then I guess we'll put the sun coming up over here. Here comes the sun. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I don't know if I want to do just a big hole. I don't think I do. We'll see. We'll figure it out. And let's go over here. And we'll do some... Do I want to do the exact same scene, though? Oh. Maybe some little mountains, little hills. Or maybe some little trees. That'd be kind of funny if we did the same scene. Let's kind of figure this out. Let's see if we can do that. That means we're gonna have to keep it kind of simple. All right, little trees, little trees, little trees, little trees over here, and then we'll do like the little stars. Where the stars are gonna be like up here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. And then maybe you know what? Maybe a little moon. Maybe a little moon. Like we'll put the moon over here. And just so that you can kind of get the impression of a moon, we're going to make this like a little crescent moon. And you'll see kind of part of like where it's sort of dark and this will be cut out where light's coming out. That'll be kind of cool. Yeah, I think I like that. Whoa! That way we can put like the sun coming up over the hills over here. Like that. And then the moon can be reflected over here. Something like this. With little stars. Maybe we might have something. My recommendation, maybe come up with the artwork before you put it on the egg. Like, you know, sketch it out or something. That'd be probably a good idea. Huh. Maybe I should do that. But anyway, so that's the plan, folks. That's the plan. This is a very short video. We're only 17 minutes and 40 seconds in. Sorry I did not explain quite a lot, but yeah, this is the beginning. Where this is our pre-painting preppy kind of egg preparation, but not for cooking, for artistic endeavors, and you know, like some little grass and stuff. And then we'll dot little animals in there, like raccoons and foxes and little bears and stuff. We'll figure it out. It'll be fun. We're gonna do some primary color painting stuff. We'll see. Trust the process, kids. Trust the process. All right. So there's the plan. There's the egg. There's the crustiness. We'll sand that down. We'll try to seal that up. I'll find something to like come in from. But I think the plan is to get a little paper clip or something, and we'll push some of this egg shell up, and then a little drop of glue. And maybe a little bit of, that's the sound glue makes, by the way. I don't know if you know that. We'll put some glue in there with some baking soda, and it'll harden over, and then we'll just very lightly, very gently sand it and get it nice and smooth. But that's the plan. That is the plan. El plano. All right, el plan. I think it's literally, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you say that in Spanish. All right, kids, adults, ladies and gentlemen, penguins and you know, tardigrades. I will talk to you guys later once I have fixed this or preparatified some more stuff for this later.